Hi, this is Ben Lee, and you're watching the AU Review.
Tell us a little bit about this. It's a project that's you've just sort of dabbled away in over the last decade.
Long time, yeah. I mean, it actually started when I was probably 20, so that's almost 17 years ago. And it was quite egoic how it started. It was like, I'm going to show off that I can write great songs and write in different styles. And so I had this idea of writing these songs and getting different singers to sing. And over the years, I really just lost interest in that motivation. That time in my life of sort of needing to prove this point kind of disappeared. And this record ended up sitting on my iTunes, for a long time. And at various times, I'd try and resurrect it and kind of say, oh, let's get that record out. And then I'd hit sort of getting all the artists' releases, and it was a logistical nightmare. And I just kept letting it go. Or the label I was on would say, oh, don't put that out next, put out a regular, just different obstacles. And then really it was when the idea of putting it out for charity came about that it reinvigorated the project. And I just thought, this gives it a new energy. And suddenly it was money going to Inkari, which is a charity I support a lot, which has to do with promoting the process of profound personal transformation. There's a lot of P's in that sentence. Promoting the profound personal transformation. And also supporting ancient cultures that are endangered and have a very strong wisdom lineage, like the Keros of Peru and the Tibetan Buddhist monks. So it just lit the fire under it. And I was like, let's get this thing out. Let's do it for charity. So I put it out. People can download it through my website. And it's available for like $1 and up. Anything you want, you can get it. And it's really fun. It's got like Zoe Deschanel and Ben Folds and Azure Ray and Neil Finn and
Neil Finn with Sean Lennon.
Neil Finn with Sean Lennon, all these great people. And it feels actually just like a great kind of closure to put the record out and have it out there in the world.
So did the collaborative process with these artists differ from song to song, or was there a certain rule you adhered to that kind of dictated how that would go about each time?
Initially, like anything, it started with a strong idea, and then it adapted. Like the Luke Steele song, I actually sent it to him, and he just totally redid it from the ground up, as Luke Steele is wont to do. Then, I don't know, like the Azure Ray song, like I just recorded and sent it to them, and they did the vocals. So it's really different, and I sort of it was such an ambitious concept that I really had to adapt along the way and see how to get it done best. Neil Finn was meant to sing the lead on that song, and he sent it back with only backing vocals done. He said, I like doing these better. So then I was like, okay, who can sing the lead? And then I thought of Sean Lennon. So these kind of things, the more people you get involved, the more crazy it is logistically,
Well, it's a great release, and I think everyone should go out and download it. It's not just great music, but for a good cause.
Thank you.
Is there any way that you will incorporate those sort of songs into your sets?
It's possible. I haven't thought about it too much. I mean, at the end of the day, even though it just came out, they are still songs from like 10 years ago, which to me makes them inherently less interesting. Just because I'm someone who, probably like most artists, I'm not that interested in the past. I can fulfill the contract of like understanding that my audience comes wanting to hear certain songs, and I'm happily play them to entertain them. But my passion is really always in the new and what's happening now. So you never know, but it's not something I'm thinking about a lot.